minutes to respond to that. The other two candidates will have 2 minutes to respond to you or rebut. And this will continue. Each candidate will have an opportunity to respond to a minimum of 3 direct questions and 6 responses. There will be a total of 9 questions for the candidates to answer as a group. So the first question goes to Mayor Ward. The city of Bristol has often been maligned in the media. Not Channel 30, but... Many people would say that the city's residents, however, are its most demanding critics. In reality, the city has numerous assets within its borders. Outstanding parks, award-winning schools, historic multi-field and compounds, museums, globally recognized companies, just to mention a few. What is your vision for a marketing plan that would promote these assets and opportunities associated with the great quality of life and positive business environment here in the city of Bristol?
Thank you, Tom. I believe that, number one, we do have a plan. We do have a vision. We have to capitalize on it. Just this past week, as far as economic development is concerned, the BDA hosted an association of real estate brokers. And in conjunction and with the courtesy of ESPN, we conducted a tour of the Southeast Industrial Park for these brokers. To give them a tour of ESPN, needless to say, is the draw to get them to come to the community in the first place, and it worked. And afterwards, the chamber hosted a social hour. And at that social hour, it was evident that people, as a result of Route 72 being completed, as a result of Route 229 being widened, making easier and greater access to this community, these people were from out of town, all over the state. Many of them hadn't been to Bristol in years. And when they came in, they were amazed at what they saw. They went to the Southeast Industrial Park, they went to the ESPN Complex, they went by the Clarion Hotel, which is becoming the DoubleTree, and they went to the center of town. And when they were after they were in the chamber for the social hour, many of them walked Main Street. They saw what was happening. Many of them walked across the street in Renaissance, and they saw the potential. Some of them came in along North Main Street and saw the activities and the commercialization that's taking place along Main Street. It's going to take time. There's no ifs, no ands, no buts. But I think with the insistence, if you will, or persistence, if you will, of Renaissance, and the insistence of Bristol Rising and the taxpayers of this community, we are demanding, and deservedly so. These are your tax dollars. And you should have a say, and you should have a right to have a say as to what's going to be in Bristol in the future. I have 7 grandchildren living in Bristol. And the one thing that I want to be sure of is that they have a future in this community, as I have a future in this community. Thank you.
2 minutes, Mary Alford.
Thank you. That was a great thing that happened last week, and my hope is that there's a forward-looking plan for things like that as we move along. The fact is that this economy is a buyer's market. Businesses can locate anywhere. We have to be proactive and aggressive. Bristol has so much to offer. All of that was heard in the question that was posed. And no one has done a better job of highlighting those positives than our own chamber. They have a video, if you haven't seen it, on their website that is a perfect marketing tool for anyone, Jonathan Rosenthal, the mayor, for anyone to take on the road. I've said it before, but I think it bears repeating. We really need to have a hand-in-glove relationship with our Chamber of Commerce. These members are the business people of this community, and marketing is their thing. If they don't do a good job marketing their businesses, they're soon out of business, and it won't take very long. What I know is that government doesn't have all the answers, and being in partnership with groups like the Chamber is how to find the best of the best, which do know how to do the best marketing in the world, and we need to partner up with them. One of the other things that we have going for us is loads and loads of open commercial space ready for rental. And our rental prices per square foot, you go to Farmington Valley, you're gonna pay around average $20 a square foot. We can give them those same kinds of spaces for $10 a foot, and that's an important marketing tool to take with you when you're looking for businesses to come and even rent space. Thank you.
Okay, Gary Graff Lawton, 2 minutes.
As Mr. Monahan pointed out, we have a lot in Bristol, but it's also very good that the citizens are demanding, because if they aren't demanding, they can just get anything in here. I've suggested that not only should we have a good marketing plan, we should be tapping into the local, small, medium, and large business owners. Some of these guys have been in this town for 20, 30, 40 years. I think they would have a good idea on what would fit in Bristol and what would not. They've been here long enough, they've seen the changes come and go. I think that's a good place to start with the marketing program. I think also I've suggested to have them start a mentoring program. When new businesses come in, maybe the new owners aren't as up on things as some of the olders are, and they can pair up with them, ask questions, use things like that to help them stay in business. It's not enough just to attract them to get them here. You've got to keep them here. And if we don't have the support to go with it, they'll be gone very shortly. It's true, we have good prices for our retail spaces and for our industrial space. But without the support to keep those businesses here, those retail stores, we'll have nothing. I've suggested a retail marketing type of contest to go to the state colleges and universities to come up with something. It serves several different purposes. We get a business and marketing plan for Bristol. Someone looking outside in instead of somebody inside looking out. I've suggested too that this would also help the state and state colleges and universities. Connecticut gets a bad rap sometimes in some of the higher educational institutions. This would showcase the abilities of those institutions. It also would give those people working on the projects the chance to add something to their resume. When you come out of college, you don't have a lot to give to them. Just some ideas that are out there. We can't start looking from the inside. We have to have somebody looking from the outside in, because we're kind of looking at it through rose-colored glasses. Thank you.